If you would have told me just a few short months ago that I would sell the house that I enjoy in Bemidji and buy a house in my old hometown of Clearbrook, Minnesota, population currently of 462, I would have said, no way, but way. Welcome to Clearbrook, Minnesota, a community working together. Oh, look, and there's bears. Not just wooden ones, I mean real bears. I've seen 2 this summer.
Hey Bridget, do you want to go exploring Clearbrook and show everybody about this town, this tiny little town? Yeah, we like it here, don't we? And she likes riding in her basket. I'm back on my 3-wheeler. Works just fine in Clearbrook. I'm going to start this video out by the sign as you enter and the car wash.
Not only are many of the roads here dirt, but in the wintertime, they put salt on the roads, to help with the ice and the slipping. And that salt will eat your car to bits. So car washes, big deal. When I was a little girl, there were no Amish here, but now there are a lot of Amish, pretty good sized population. I love having the Amish farms nearby. The produce has been really good this harvest season. Plus they have little grocery stores and things like that I like to go shopping at. And I get some really good canned goods and decent prices. Oh, it's just wonderful. You see that going down there? It was so loud. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Tractors and things like that. Very big common sight around here.
Okay, we're going to enter the town from the south on Highway 92 here. It comes right through the middle of town. The road stays very busy. I think it's a thoroughfare to go to smaller country towns in the north. So there'll be plenty of trucks on it and vehicles. And then look here, the drive-in.
Best burgers around, and they make their own dilly bars. You know those dilly bars Dairy Queen sells? They make their own, and they have different, they're not just chocolate, they're strawberry and peanut butter and just different flavors. It's fantastic, and we eat there pretty regularly. I mean, I don't even want to make hamburgers anymore. I want to buy them here. $6 for a good California burger. That's lettuce, tomato, onion, a quarter-pounder burger on a nice bun, everything fresh, everything delicious, and a little bag of chips. $6. Yummy! Plus they do other things, but I never get past the burgers. Jeff does, but not me. Jiffy Jeff has tried some other things, meatball sandwich, things like that. They're all good. So I'm in front of the old school in Clearbrook. Now a lot of communities, their old schools, they get abandoned and they rot and they fall down, but not here in Clearbrook. It's part of the Clearwater let's see if I can get it right. Clearwater's Life Center. There's 2 sites. There's one in Gomvik. That's an old school there, and they totally use that building, and then they use this one. This one has a thrift store at the top of it. It has secondhand furniture that sells furniture that's been fixed up, painted, refinished, and at very reasonable prices. I've bought some things there, and I'm very, very happy with it. There's a workout room. There is the gym over here, and people have weddings, and when we have community events like Santa Days in December, this place is packed with all kinds of people selling things, hand goods, and it's really fun. Veterans meet here, and I know I'm missing a lot. Kids meet here after school for after-school programming. It's a busy building. And they have inside a hallway with all these pictures of past classes. And it's fun to go back and look at people's graduation pictures. They're right there. So I hope that you like your senior picture, because they have it on the wall for everybody to see. All the different graduation classes through the years. All right, now I'm coming to Main Street. There's the Roxy. That used to be the movie theater. And I'm sure other things. It's quite old. I don't get my mail delivered to my house. If you live in rural Minnesota, A lot of these towns do not deliver to the house. They deliver to the people out in the countryside. But if you live in town, it's sort of like a center here. I have a free post office box. And I have to go here to get my mail. And it's not so bad. I only live about 3 blocks away. And it's just a new experience for me, though, to remember not to put my street address on my mail, but my P.O. box. My street address is only good for like Amazon, those kind of things. All right, so here's the main street. Busy place. Thursday afternoon. There's the old bank there on the corner. And I used to have my first savings account was in that old bank. But now you get pizza, the senior center. And we have a hardware store. Look at there. It has everything you need. And then there's the grocery store, Bakken's. It's a small grocery store. Has what you need. There's a laundromat down here. And this is one of our favorite places. Now, I love the drive-in. Hamburgers, oh yeah. But breakfast, if you want breakfast or meatballs and gravy and mashed potatoes, it's K&K's Cafe. Oh my gosh, it's so good. We have a pharmacy. This building here, this brick building, see this little brick building right there? During the 1930s, my grandparents, Clarence and Lily Peterson, ran a restaurant called Pete's Eats. Oh, here's something very important. Every small town in Minnesota, gotta have one. A bar. It says municipal liquor, but there's a bar inside, but it's also a liquor store. You go around, you can buy your booze, because by golly, there's a lot of Northern Europeans here, and Northern Europeans, Scandinavians, Norwegians, Swedes, Germans, whatever, we like our booze. We like a little booze. And there's a granary. At the end of the season, the farmers come and bring their stuff. They've been so busy lately. A lot of stuff's been being dropped off. And when I was a little girl, they had candy machines. There's those penny candy machines. And I would get candied peanuts and burnt peanuts. And I would go with Grandpa and I'd sit while the men were waiting inside in this little waiting room. And I would look at all those old farmers' hands because they were like missing fingers and had black fingernails, like permanently black, missing tips of their fingers, maybe a whole finger. Their hands, these old farmers, the work that they did, their hands were an entire story in and of themselves. We are lucky here in Bemidji to have our own community pool. It's quite large. It's right over there.
Not too long ago, Clearbrook put in a walking path, which is lovely for riding my little electric bike on. It's not so bumpy, and Bridget likes this a lot better, and so do I. That is a wild rice factory, very active, and you've been able to smell the processing of the wild rice, which isn't a bad smell. It's rather pleasant. There's the old dairy. There's the water tower. So here at the campground, the former veterans of the United States have put a park together honoring the former veterans. A lot of the young men and women from this area go into the military. And this is the Bridge of Hope. It is beautifully maintained. And then look at this massive Clearbrook Veterans Memorial. It is fancy. Remember, I told you this is a town of under 500 people. So now you know a little bit about why I haven't been posting many videos all summer long. It was just crazy. We heard about a house that was for sale here in Clearbrook. I looked at pictures of it online. I had no intention of buying it, but the price was right. Like if I was going to write down everything I wanted in a house, it was there. It meant I could live in a quieter town and live closer to my roots and be part of the community I came from. And the arts actually in this county are amazing. And you know, that's a big thing in my life are the arts. It just seemed the right thing to do, and Jiffy Jeff was for it, and Bridget had joined us, and she could have a better yard to enjoy and more natural surroundings. And do you like living here? Oh, she says she likes living here. Yes, she does. So that's what we did, and I had no time. I had to pack things up. My husband has to work.
So I had to pack things up and get it over here, and I did carloads for weeks and weeks. Then the movers came, and then we had to get the house we left in Bemidji ready for sale. And as of right now, it's on contract, so fingers crossed everything goes through. It's under contract to close. And they just had their home inspection. Let's hope they're happy. And so here we are. Sometimes the most amazing things appear in your life, and it takes a bit of boldness and trust in divine providence, whatever you want to call it, faith that everything's going to be okay, and you should take that jump and do this thing, and because we did it, and we're quite happy. So, oopsie moment, oopsie, a house appeared, oopsie, we bought it, oopsie, we moved there instead of keeping it for a few years and having 2 homes, oopsie, we put our house in Bemidji on sale, and oopsie, I find myself waking up every morning to the lowing of cows and birds singing, not traffic. I hope you've enjoyed this oopsie video. Oopsie Annie is back. And now, she's a country girl. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. See you next time. Bye-bye. Love all life around you. Be inspired. Be grateful. Birth joy. Whether you're in the city or the country. This has been an Oopsie Annie video. Oopsie.